Welcome to Simple Stocks Evening Futures video. Let's take a quick look at the charts and focus on what may potentially happen in a short-term time frame and discuss the levels of interest. Stay tuned. Looking forward to Sunday night open. It was fairly simple to target this order block right here at 43.90. It was also an extension that we were looking at. So what we're looking at here is we're looking at finally a little bit of weakness here, breaking this higher low. 43.60 is going to be a very, very big area overnight. It's possible if we should test this 43.70, 43.60 area. If we break higher, it will be a fake out, most likely. It'll be a fake out here to short up here. Okay, if there's a little bat pattern or harmonic pattern that enters here, I expect us to eventually test this 43.70 area. So I'll be looking for any strength off the open to potentially short on the ES. So this area right here is definitely 43.60 is going to be the next area of support, where we should see some type of bounce in this area, but I'm looking towards this area off of any strength that occurs, okay? On the futures on Sunday, on the open, would be a nice little short. So here we are. I drew this pattern in the room. We had talked about this 15,185 area. We had talked about that when we were here at 15,000. Maybe 15, a little under 15.1. So we targeted that area, we hit it. This is a harmonic pattern, a cipher pattern. Typically what happens is we go into take profit mode on it. So if that happens, we will come back down towards this 14,800 area. Let's look at the 15-minute real quick to get levels. You notice that this structure hasn't broken where the ES broke this low, right? So right now we do not have a short signal. Even though we have a pattern, we do not have a short signal. So what we want to do is we want to see 15,150, close a candle below 15,150 on the 15-minute, and then this then rising wedge should be a failure back down into the 15,000 area. The Russell, same thing. So the Russell, obviously, I'm telling you, it's real simple. You'll learn this in advanced harmonics. That's the next section. You see this order block right here. This was a big area for failure on the Russell, right? So we had a nice move, nice momentum. The Russell 1760 is going to be 1750. Candle close below 1758 on the 15-minute will signal more downside. Right now, there is no downside signal, not yet. We're just like the NQ, it's still strong, and the Russell has a tendency to lead the ES. I noticed that trading futures. So probably that acceleration to 43.70 on the ES will be related to this here. So this is a pattern here, and we could get a bounce here to 1781. So that might make me believe that we may get an opening bounce holding this low. We should find support here. So we might get a bounce off the open in the futures, and then I do think we got to watch for shorts, for short opportunity. Okay, so that looks good on the Russell. Oil is interesting because it is coming down into an area of support. So what do I mean by that? This breakout here of this crab pattern that we targeted 95 has played out, but this area here is the origin of this breakout. So that's why I'm saying we need to be patient in this area. If oil is going to make a move, a real move, it needs to get over this 83.40 area to know that we can then chase some upside. I did look at the XLE on the sector video, and that is showing signs of improving. Also here on the 15-minute, we can see this level here where they're trying to hold this $80 level, right? Symbolic $80 level. So I would expect buy. That's why when we popped in the oil, I said there should be a pop here later in the day, because you got a triple bottom and you have some strength here. So we got to watch oil. This $80 level is important. 80 to 83 is a huge situation. with oil. Well, gold, you know how I feel about gold. I do agree that that gold is tired. Gold is tired, right? So what do I mean by tired is it's done a lot of good things. It broke this 2010 level, but it might be time to pull back down, right, off of this move. But in the meantime, the reason why we're staying short-term bullish on gold is because we do have this harmonic pattern again, which I'm going to keep showing you until this plays out. So they came in, they bought the dip in this area, which is proper. And we just got to get basically over this 2005 level and hold it. If we can hold this 2005 level on the 4-hour, and here it is. And you can see the optimism right here. This 2006, 2005 level here, we broke it, right? So we broke this. We have a pattern here too. We have a bullish pattern here. So all signs are pointing it wants to go out, but they won't finish this pattern. So I'm still short-term bullish gold. I do think that there is potential eventually for this to come down. But this looks like Bitcoin's chart. If you pull up Bitcoin's 4-hour, you kind of see the same thing. Watch this. Watch this with Bitcoin. So let's say I pull up Bitcoin real quick. Here's gold. Let's pull up Bitcoin. Bitcoin 1. Where's it, Bitcoin? Yeah. Look at this 4-hour chart on Bitcoin. Look at it. It's almost identical, right? See it? So Bitcoin and this Bitcoin. Oh, I got Bitcoin and Bitcoin. Hold on. I did this one other time. Let's look at gold. Gold future. Check this out on the 4-hour. Look how identical it is, right? If you put it right next to each other. See that? It looks the same, right? So it's kind of trading the same as Bitcoin. So I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to drop. I'm just curious how it looks similar. So yeah, so I think this thing has to go to that level, and then we'll go from there. Silver, obviously, right here, this $24 level. So we're in a big range here on silver. It might be if gold hits its target, silver might come up here, and then pull back, right? So we gotta watch. Silver might be a proxy for the gold trade, where both of them will pull back at the same time. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you in the room on Monday. Take care.